What's up, guys? Today I'm gonna teach you how to make the best steak in the world, period. There's no other steak better than this, I guarantee you. And if there is, we're gonna talk about it in the end of the video. But this is the best steak in the world, period. There's nothing better than this. It's picanha steak. And we're gonna do it, everything on the Weber. You could do this. I'll teach you every single step how to do it right. Let's do it. I am on my way to the butcher shop and I'm gonna try to show you how I purchased the correct picanha. What you want to look for when you're buying a picanha is usually the smallest one are the best ones. So if they're too big, don't buy it. Buy the smallest one you can find the pack. Another thing that you want to look for is the juices. If the juices are on the bag, that means the juices of the picanha start inside. So less juice, smallest, and it needs to have a good fat cap on it. So let's see if the butcher shop lets me film in there, and if they do, I'm going to show you how to get the right one. Wow. Okay. Look, this is a perfect example. Film this. You see here? This one is smaller, this one is bigger. These are two perfect picanhas. This one doesn't have a lot of juice, this one's a little bit smaller, so the end cap, which is the best part, this one is good. They only have two options today, so we're gonna go with that one. We're gonna go with that one. Yeah, let's cook them up, right? All right. You see what I mean right here? See, this is a small picanha. This is the size of my hand right here, a small one. In Brazil, what they say is that this part right here normally comes on the picanha, but it's a little bit larger, so if you get it, it's called colchão duro. It's kind of a tougher kind of meat. But this is the perfect type of picanha you want to get. So here's the picanha. When you buy it, this is what it looks like, okay? Now, what you want to do for the Weber is, this is important. You want to cut it. I don't know if you could tell here, but here, this is the way the fiber is going. See the fiber? So first thing I want to do is just slice this off. This is some type of membrane, and this membrane is kind of tough. So you just want to get rid of it, okay? Now, see the grain? You can clearly see that it goes this way. Now, this is a lot. I know I'm gonna get a lot of complaints on YouTube, but that's okay. I'm gonna tell you the way to do it correctly, okay? Because a lot of people do it wrong. Even though they think they know how to do it, they don't know how to do it. You wanna cut it with the grain. Always with the grain if you're making steaks out of it. Now, why do you wanna make it with the grain? Because what really matters is the end cut. Now, the end cut must be against the grain. So, I am going to start off this is my piece of picanha right here. I'm going to show you. I'm going to cut off my first steak, okay? So what I do is I'm going with the grain. I can clearly see the grain right here. So what I'm going to do, the first thing is going to cut a steak. I'm making steaks today, which is a finger long, about an inch. So I'll go right here. Always cut fat side down. Why? Because the fat is kind of hard to cut. By doing it this way, the last part, which is the fat, is going to be easy. See how I cut it with the grain? You can clearly see all the grain is going here. I'm not cutting against it. Why am I going to do this? Again, in the end cut, how you serve picanha, in Brazil especially, you cut it against the grain, like this. So the end cut will have no grain into it, okay? So let me finish this up. Let me cut the rest. It's starting to rain, so better hurry up. Cut is going to be like this. So when I cut like this, what do you think the fiber is going to be? Tiny fiber. So it's going to be nice, tender, and juicy. That's how you cut picanha properly for the Weber. So make some amazing steaks. Look at
Now I'm going to share a little bit of my secret with you. What I'm doing right here is cleaning up the grill with a wet paper towel. This is the step one. As you can see, the coals are right in the middle. Step one, let's clean it up as much as we can. Take everything out. The grill must be as clean as possible. Now we're going to grab a piece of the fat and rub it on the grill, just as you can see here I'm doing. Now what that's going to do is we are already going to make the grill non-stick. You will see when I put the steak in, this steak will not stick in the grill at any time at all. This is one of the secrets. Now when you're placing the steaks in the Weber, you want to go around that charcoal. Do not place them directly in the charcoal. You want to slow cook them, but not for a long time. You're gonna see it. We want to slow cook them. So set up the steaks exactly as you can see the way I'm doing it right now. So right after 6 minutes and the grill at 500 degrees, we want to flip the steaks. When you're flipping the steaks, it's extremely important that you do not use fork or anything else that would actually puncture the meat. The reason you don't want to do that is obviously, I don't have to tell you. You will drain some juices out of it. You won't drain a lot of juices out of it, but you drain some. And this is the best steak in the world. You don't want to drain any of the juices. Now after 6 minutes, it's time to sear the steaks. Now, as you can see, the steaks are going to be extremely juicy. And you don't want to put the juice of the steak directly on the charcoal, because if you do, it's going to flare up way too much. It's going to flare up no matter what, but if you drop them directly with the juices, it will flare up like there's no tomorrow. So watch exactly the way I do it, and the sear it's very, very quickly.
Okay, so real quick, this is how you make it. I mean, it doesn't get any better than this. If you can make a steak better than this, you are like a magician. This is where it is. Look at this. Like, it's butter. I've eaten Kobe beef, I've eaten everything. This is the best. Give it a try. Make sure you subscribe. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time. Comment below if you disagree with me, and if you do, tell me what's better and I'll make it, and then we'll put it to the test. But this is the best of the best. There's nothing better in the world. Subscribe, comment below, and like the video. Thank you for watching, guys. See you next time.